Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sarah, and we're the Global Geezers.
We are in Sydney, Australia. We're going to take you to the tourist areas of Sydney, more or less, in the downtown area. We're going to see the
Botanical Garden and the Opera House, and we'll see what else we come upon along the way.
Yep, and we're going to take you with us, so let's go. We're going to be taking the train from our Stanmore station and take it right into the heart of Sydney. It's kind of nice. The train drops you off right there.
Yeah. You can take my picture.
Yeah, I got you. You feel left out?
That's the Queen Victoria building here in Sydney. You can see the Westfield Tower behind it. It's a schoolhouse from 1875, stuck in the middle of all the high-rises. And they sure do blend the old with the new here.
This is the area you take the ferry boats across the water to the other side. We got a cruise ship in port. It's not the cruise ship we're going on. That's a baby one compared to the one we're going to be going on. You can get your jet boat from here. That looks like it would be fun. Yeah, we're getting an up-close look at the Opera House and the bridge. You can hike up the bridge. You can see people up at the top. I have no idea how much it costs to hike up, but you can hike all the way up if you want.
So we're walking along the Opera House right now. And we're looking the other side. This is where our cruise ship was parked before, and we had a cabin on this side, so we had a really nice view of the Opera House from our cabin, and also as we left the bay, which was really, really nice. But the view, the rest of the bay and across the bay and the bridge is really nice from here. You see all the ferries going in and out. I could use a few more clouds right now. Pretty warm in the sun, but it's a pretty cloudy day, which that was kind of a good thing for today. The high is supposed to be lower, which is nice. So anytime a cloud wants to show up.
You can take tours. They have tours of the Opera House, or you can pay to see an opera. We were looking, it was the cheapest ticket was $49 Australian, which is about $35, $37 US.
Coming around the other side of the building, you get a nice breeze. There's one of those fast ferries. And it seems to be moving a little quicker than the regular ferries.
We're gonna head over to the Botanical Gardens and take a look at that. It's right next to the Opera House. What is that? As we walk along the easterly side of the Opera House, this is your view. Botanical Gardens are straight up there.
Maybe ducks or geese or something come over here as part of the day. Yeah. Looks like they have this wildflower garden over here. Just kind of everything growing together. Lots of flowers that you'd recognize from Southern California. Climate's very similar, so that makes sense. Colorful kinds of stuff. There's a sign that says keep out of the flowers. It looks like people are kind of walking through there. They do have paths, so it looks like you can walk through. Oh, it says stay on pathways. Pretty.
We're parched. It's time for something to drink. Right in front of us. The cost of the botanical gardens here in Sydney are absolutely free. There's no reason not to come and just enjoy a day. Nice stroll, beautiful, well, in the summer. In the winter it can get chilly. The head gardener's cottage. That's nice of them to have built a cottage for the gardener. It's a big garden to take care of, though.
We found a little bistro set underneath the palm area. Check it out.
Looks like here's the other entrance, right across the street from the public library. Matthew Flinders, Captain of the Royal Navy. We found the Parliament House. It's behind scaffolding. Here's a little bit of the Parliament House that's not behind scaffolding. Sydney Hospital. I guess you have to rub the nose of that boar because it's all shiny. They say that this is Sydney's oldest surviving building. It's now a store, but 1855 has got the date. We can see the cathedral from here. Wow. Hyde Park Barracks. The building has 1817 on it. So if the other building was the oldest building, this one's got an older date. I don't get it. Another pretty park. I think this is Hyde Park, isn't it Hyde Park?
All right, we found the cathedral. Nice little park over here. Place to take photos with the trees in the foreground. And it's really pretty. It's starting to feel a few raindrops too.
That is St. Mary's Cathedral here in Sydney. The lights are basically an auburn color. That's why it looks so yellow in here. This is all carved stone. Old church is nothing but carved stone. What stone? I don't know what stone, but it's carved stone. That's what it is. Wow.
Gotta do our part.
I feel redeemed. I've made my biannual donation to the church.
Well, I feel like anytime it's free to enter, and we know it takes a lot to keep these restored, I don't mind donating, you know? It's...
Yeah. I mean, it'd be some take a donation up front, some take an entry fee up front, and some just put those little tap card things, which are really nice having around.
Yeah. So, you know, they don't require it, but it's right there as you're walking by, so it makes it easy.
Yep. This is a statue of Pope John Paul the Great, they call it. And here's the front view. How about this view for drinks and a meal? Sydney Opera House is straight across there, and life is good. All right, food is here. We got a charcuterie plate with doesn't have any cheese, and I got a fish taco because I was going to help Sarah eat her charcuterie anyway. Looks good, and you cannot beat the setting, that's for sure. It's pouring on us now. I'm going to move over next to you. Nothing like a summer rain. Ah, we're good. A few glasses of wine and she doesn't care. I'm laughing at the people stuck on top of the bridge. It's pouring up there.
Several days later.
We're on the ferry out to Watson's Bay. We're going to take you with us there. Typical ferry. Looks like a cute little seaside town. Watson's Bay. You see the Sydney skyline in the distance? This is the South Pacific Ocean we're looking onto. That's the anchor of the Dunbar, which wrecked about 500 yards south of this spot. It wrecked August 20th, 1857, and out of 122, there was only one survivor. That's the memorial for him. It's a nice little walkway along the cliffs. Don't want to get too close though. You got a barrier. Yeah, but you can see down there. Yeah, that's a nice view of Sydney. That is the mouth of the Parramatta River that takes you into Sydney. What a cute little church. Adorable. It's locked, so we can't go in, but it's cute from the outside. And that little chapel is just up the hill from this church. And this one looks open. It's a cute little stop. It's pretty. If you have extra days, swing out to Watson's Bay. Kind of cool. Lots of places to eat too. Sarah got a gelato. Here's what the cruise passenger terminal looks like without a cruise ship. Well, that was our walk and our time here in Sydney. We got a couple weeks in. Of course, you're seeing it all in one nice episode. But I really like the Sydney area. It's a wonderful area. It's clean. It feels safe. The transportation system is epic. It's got a lot going for it. I could see us living here longer term. What about you?
Maybe not in the city proper. I could see maybe off in a little suburb where it's quieter.
Yeah.
It's kind of noisy in the city because it's a big city.
Yeah.
So that I could probably do without. But the transportation is great and getting around is easy as long as you're near, a train stop.
A bus, a ferry, a train. There's so many ways to get around here in this city. Yeah, I mean, the Watson Bay area is a really nice area out a ways. It's still kind of noisy. You still have You still have planes flying over and ferries and stuff like that, but
Helicopters.
and helicopters. But it's a wonderful area.
Yeah, I like that it's surrounded by ocean. Obviously, in the place that we're staying at, we're a little inland, but you know, there's a lot of areas around the ocean, a lot of little bays, a lot of little beachy kind of communities.
Yeah. So that's it for our time here in Sydney as we head on to the next place, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
And we are going to take you around to more we're going to take you to more or less the tourist areas of Sydney down. Train drops you off right there. Right there. Ah, more room. Everybody needs more room.
That I could probably do without, but the transportation and everything